Wine. 25, 26, 27. Hey, it's a lot. She counted as the school's heartthrob Jungkook did push-ups, keeping her on his back. She ignored the students who peeked in through the windows of the empty room as they were in the school. Wine. 35, 36. She held on to his shirt and instead laid down on top of him, grabbing her back against his back. Jungkook was an athlete. It was crazy how not only he did push-ups with a human on his back, but he maintained balance so she can be comfortable without the fear of falling. She continued the count while reading her book, and soon enough she got too distracted by the reading to count anymore. Jungkook, cupcake. You might want to focus here. Wine. Oop, are you jealous of a book? She chuckled, teased, and continued the count until he was done and good. Wine. And she broke the previous record. She grabbed a towel, wiping his sweat as he sat there breathing heavily, his hands behind him on the ground, eyes stuck on her. Jungkook, I would keep you on my back forever, but this time my body has limitations. Why? Hey, don't say that. Someone might go crazy. She rolled her eyes. That's right. He was popular amongst so many girls. It was not only him who was possessive. She would get jealous time to time as well. Jungkook, am I supposed to care about that? He knew how to handle her mood swings too. He ruffled her hair and stood up walking over to a machine and continued his workout. From the school, on his demand, he was given a whole separate training room just for himself because he made it to the national team and now everyone listened to his demands. And the only one allowed in the room was his coach and Wine. He never let anyone else in. Wine, don't you think you need to do something about these people? Jungkook, I made a complaint. They were going to cover the windows and make it a restricted area. Wine, you have them wrapped around your fingers. Jungkook, you don't want to lose a national player. She got up, taking her back, and left a kiss on his cheek. Wine, I have a class. I'll see you later. Jungkook, should I make them cancel your classes too? He joked and she laughed, waving a bye, and left the room. All she received were glares and nasty remarks, whispers. Everywhere she went, people whispered, and she knew none of them talked good about her. After all, she got the prince of the school all to herself, and not only that, she was quite possessive over him as well. She wouldn't let anyone step near him. Girls hated her, especially body shaming her, and racism was top of the game. She had a slightly stubbier frame, short height, and tan skin. They bullied her, trying to compare her with other girls. Fair skin, long figures, shiny hair. They would say she used black magic because why would Prince fall for her when there were better options? One ignored them. Their opinion was never going to matter when she had what they could only see from a distance. One, that's my seat, she said nicely to a girl sitting on her desk. Nina, ah, of course, Your Highness. How come I dared dirty your seat with my filthy presence? Childish. It was a childish way to pick up a fight with her. Ryan rolled her eyes and smiled, deciding not to take the bait. A dog barks, she was never going to blame it for doing its thing. Ryan, thanks for moving that, she said with a slight shrug, maintaining her composure. Nina stood up, angry because nothing worked on Ryan. She was always graceful and composed. Must be nice having a national player in your pocket, one of the classmates said. Ryan, it is, but I'm not sure if you'll find it lies if I tell you the details of it. They formed, and she smiled, getting back to her work. The whispers grew louder, and she could hear them clearly now. Did you see her with Jungkook earlier? He's so whipped. She's using him, obviously. Right? There's no way she got him on her own. The class started, and everyone got quiet. Vine took notes and randomly scrolled through her phone when she got bored of the lecture. The sports event was coming soon. The theme was purple. Vine wanted to support her boyfriend completely. So she was busy going through websites to match the theme. She wanted to add something in her dressing or maybe wear a whole purple outfit. The class ended, but she was busy in her thing until suddenly everything got quiet. Not even a little hush or the sound of breathing. She looked up and found Jungkook. Ah, no doubt. Everyone held their breaths, unable to process in his presence. He ignored them. He looked handsome, powerful, and charming as always, the man who had everyone weak on their knees. Jungkook took a seat on her table and looked at what she was doing. Currently, a page was open that showed a red nail paint. She loved red color. Jungkook, what are you doing, Cupcake? Fine, I'm getting myself something according to the event theme. Jungkook, the theme is purple, princess. She huffed, looked at him, turned the screen towards him, and glared with those cute eyes that made him melt at the spot because of cuteness. Wine. What color is this? It was red. Everyone could see it was red. Jungkook's eyes shifted towards the screen, analyzed it for a moment, then looked back at her. Jungkook, purple. Everyone cringed out of jealousy, but Mayan, she laughed. She laughed it so loud, her eyes reflected the endearment and love she had for him. If he could make her laugh like this, he would be cringy for the rest of his life. Fine, let's go, she said, still laughing and smiling widely as she held on to his arm and grabbed her back with the other hand and went out with him. Both of them ignored everyone. Jungkook, you know, you should keep the red only for my views. You look absolutely breathtaking in it. Wine, yeah? Then win the match and I'm all yours. Cladded in red from head to toe. He gulped. He was weak. The man so rough and powerful, but the image of her in red as a reward of winning was going to be his motivation for winning. No matter what, the game was his now. Jungkook, you better keep those words, princess, because that's exactly what's going to happen. She smiled. As long as she could support his dream, as long as she could be with him through his victory and defeat, she was ready to do anything which made him happy. After all, they were each other's strength.